Imagine having fame, power, money, and everything you can ask for in life, but in a blink of an eye, everything changes. Today we're unraveling a case that shook Puerto Rico to its core. A story of fame, betrayal, and unthinkable violence. This is the tragic case of Felix Verdejo, a boxing champion whose life turned into darkness. Today we'll dive deep into the rise and fall of Puerto Rico's golden boy, and the heartbreaking murder of Keishla Rodríguez Ortiz. Behind the lights and cheers of boxing world lay a story that no one could have imagined, until it was too late. It's 2012. Felix Verdejo is just 19 years old, but the world is already watching him. Representing Puerto Rico at London Olympics, he steps into the ring with the weight of his country on his shoulders. And while he doesn't win a gold medal, the buzz around him is undeniable. Felix is hailed as El Diamante, or the diamond, because in the pressure of the ring, he shines brighter than anyone else. After the Olympics, Felix's career skyrockets, signed by Top Rank, one of the biggest names of the boxing promotion. Felix racks up 27 wins, 17 of them are by knockouts. He is a rising star, adored by his fans. Money is flowing, his name is everywhere. And to the world, Felix Verdejo is the living dream. He's got the perfect life, fame, wealth, a beautiful wife, Elise Marie Santiago, and a young daughter. On the surface, Felix has it all, but fame, as we know, can be deceiving. Behind the closed doors, Felix was hiding a secret that would tear everything apart. His perfect life would come to ruins very soon. Now let's introduce this character. Let's talk about Keishla Rodríguez Ortiz. Unlike Felix, Keishla wasn't in the spotlight. She was a 27-year-old veterinary technician, known for her compassion and love for her animals. To those who knew her, Keishla was gentle, kind, and full of life. She was the type of person who would stop to help a stray animal without hesitation. Keishla and Felix had known each other since they were teenagers. But while Felix built his public image as a family man, he was secretly maintaining a long-term relationship with Keishla. For 11 years, she was the other woman. Keishla was Felix's side chick, and Keishla had knowledge of Felix's other family and children and everything. Here we don't really judge victims, however, that is something to mention that Keishla was aware of all of the relationship that was going between them, and Keishla decided to be the side chick. It is April 2021. Keishla's life took a turn. She found out she was pregnant with Felix's child. For Keishla, this was it. She saw this is the moment as everything would change. The moment she and Felix could finally be a real family. Keishla called her mother. She was very excited, shared the news. But instead of joy, her mother was worried. She knew about Felix's temper and his complicated relationship with Keishla. She begged her daughter to be careful. Keishla didn't see it coming, but for Felix, the pregnancy was a disaster. It threatened everything he has built, everything he has worked for, his career, his marriage, his carefully crafted image as a family man. He was scared the true side of him would come out. Felix begged and begged Keishla to get an abortion, but Keishla wouldn't agree to that. Keishla refused. Keishla truly loved Felix, it seems, because Keishla was absolutely excited to have a family with Felix. Hence why she called her mother and told her about the children. She figured this was her chance at happiness, and she wasn't about to give it up. The tension between more desperate, more aggressive Felix has increased. Keishla thought she could convince him and accept the baby, but she had no idea what a dark, sick person Felix was, and what he was willing to do just to keep his life. He was willing to do the unthinkable just to hide behind his fake life he has created. It is April 29, 2021. Felix called Keishla and asked her to meet him. She thought this is the moment they would finally talk about things and understand each other and try to figure out what they would do. But Felix had other plans. Keishla had no idea that Felix had already made his mind. No idea that he had enlisted the help of an old friend, Luis Antonio Cadiz Martinez. No idea that this meeting wasn't about talking. It was about silencing her for good. The argument started almost immediately. Felix, angry and desperate, demanded once again that Keishla get rid of the baby. But Keishla stood on her ground. She refused. And in a moment of uncontrollable rage, Felix lashed out. With a violent blow, Felix knocked Keishla unconscious. But it didn't stop there. Felix and Luis came prepared. They injected her with lethal mixture of heroin and fentanyl, ensuring she wouldn't survive. They tied her to a concrete block, a cruel, calculated act. Together, they drove to the bridge called Teodoro Mosoko Bridge over San Jose Lagoon. Under the cover of the night, they threw Keishla into the river, the concrete dragging her into the bottom. But even that wasn't enough. Felix, the sick fuck that he is, pulled out a gun, shot her multiple times in the water, making sure there was no chance she could come out. Keishla, a woman who decided to trust him once, is now gone. The next day, Keishla didn't show up for work. Her family, already worried, began calling around, but no one had seen her. Hours turned into days, and then on May 1st, a body was found floating in San Jose Lagoon. The concrete block, the gunshot wounds, it all pointed to a brutal, preempted murder. And the evidence? It led straight to Felix Verdejo. Security footage placed his car on the bridge that night, and Luis, faced with overwhelming evidence, confessed everything. Felix was arrested, charged with kidnapping resulting in death, carjacking resulting in death, murder of Keishla Rodríguez and their unborn child. Keishla's murder sparked outrage across Puerto Rico. Protests erupted, demanding justice not only for Keishla, but all the victims of gender-based violence. Felix Verdejo, once a symbol of Puerto Rican pride, became a symbol of the country's darkest issues. As of today, Felix Verdejo's trial is ongoing, but one thing is clear: his legacy is forever tarnished. The story of Felix Verdejo is a reminder of the danger of toxic relationships and devastating consequences of domestic violence. Thanks for watching this episode on Criminal Canvas. If you'd like to watch more of us, please leave a like and subscribe. That would greatly help us out. Click here to watch another fucked up crime.